Alright guys, today we're going to talk about solving equations with variables on opposite sides of the equal sign. So there are a couple of steps we need to follow, so make sure you're following along with your notes and filling in any blanks. The first step is to combine variables and constants on the same side of the equal sign. Super important. Combine everything on the same side of the equal sign first. The next step is I want you to constantly think about keeping the entire equation positive if possible. The next step is to combine like terms across the equal sign, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And the last step is to isolate the variable using inverse operation. So let's move right into an example. All right, let's say I have the equation 8x equals 4x plus 12. Well, I see that I can't combine any like terms that are on the same side of the equal sign, so I need to go ahead and combine like terms across the equal sign. Since I have variables on both sides of my equal sign, I need to move one to the other side of my equal sign. And the way that I do that is by using inverse operation. So, to combine 4x with 8x, I'm going to try to keep it positive and subtract 4x from both sides. It's the same as moving a constant, but instead we're subtracting a variable. My 4x's will cancel out, bring my equal sign down. I'm left with 12. 8x minus 4x is 4x. Now, my last step here is to use inverse operation since my variable is isolated and divide by 4. 4's cancel out. I'm left with x equals 3. Now, super important that you guys go back and check these. So I'm going to take my original expression. I have 8x equals 4x plus 12, and I'm going to plug 3 back in to make sure that I was correct. And I'm going to plug 3 in across for every single x that's in my equation. 8 times 3 is 24. 4 times 3 is 12. And 12 plus 12 is 24. So I was correct. Let's do another example. All right, guys. 2x minus 6 plus 2x equals 14. First step here that I'm going to do is combine any like terms that are on the same side of my equal sign. So I have like terms here and here. I'm going to rewrite them so they're next to each other. 2x plus 2x minus 6 equals 14. Now 2x plus 2x will give me 4x. Bring down my negative 6 as I haven't used it. And my 4. Now this becomes super simple. Add 6 to both sides. 6's cancel out. I'm left with 20 equals 4x. Last step, use inverse operation by dividing by 4. So x equals 5. So do you all see how moving my constant across by adding 6 was the exact same thing that we did on the first problem, but we subtracted 4x. It's the same way to get across the equal sign whether you have a variable or not. Let's do another example. All right. 14j plus 8 equals negative 24 minus 2j. The first thing I'm going to look and see is if I can combine any like terms that are on the same side of the equal sign. So I'm going to look just at this side first. I can't put together 14j and 8 because they are not like terms. Let's look at the other side. I can't combine negative 24 and negative 2j because they are also not like terms. So the next thing I need to do is combine like terms across my equal sign. So I'm going to deal with my variables first. I want to try to keep everything as positive as possible, so I know I need to combine negative 2j with 14j. And since it's across my equal sign, I need to use inverse operation. So I'm going to choose to add 2j to both sides. My 2j's will cancel out. Bring down my equal sign. Over here I'm left with negative 24, so I'm going to bring that straight down. And over here I'm left with 8 plus, and then 14j plus 2j is 16j. Now, next step is I still need to isolate my variable, so I need to move my positive 8 over, so I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. 8's cancel out. I'm left with negative 32. Remember, negative 24 minus 8, keep, change because it's subtraction, 16j. Last step, inverse operation, divide by 16. So J is negative 2. Let's do another one. All right, guys, there's a lot going on here. But I see immediately that I'm going to have to distribute because of my parentheses, meaning I'm going to multiply 2 by negative 2x and by 5. When I distribute, I'm going to get negative 4x plus 10. And I'm going to bring down the rest of my problem because I haven't used it yet. Now I'm going to look and see, are there any like terms that I can combine on the same side of my equal sign? I can't combine negative 4x and 10, but I can combine x and negative 3x over here. So I'm going to bring down my left side of my problem because I have not used it yet. But I'm going to combine x and negative 3x, and that's going to give me negative 2x. And I haven't used my negative 16, so bring that straight down. Now I just have to combine like terms across my equal sign. I have a variable here and here. So to get across the equal sign, I'm going to use inverse operations. So I'm going to add 2x to both sides. 2x's cancel out. Bring your equal sign down. I'm left with negative 2x plus 10 equals negative 16. Easy two-step. Subtract 10. 10's cancel out. I'm left with negative 2x equals negative 26. Divide by negative 2. X is 13. Positive 13 because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. All right, guys, we're going to actually skip example 5 because we've seen enough problems. Let's go ahead and try and practice this. Remember, moving a variable across the equal sign is the same as moving a constant. You must use inverse operation. Let's practice.